So while I may not be 100% on board with the name of this movie, I absolutely love this series of films so far. Angel Has Fallen is directed by Rick Romanwo and stars Gerard Butler, Morgan Freeman, Danny Houston, Nick Nolte, Piper Perabo, and Jada Pinkett Smith. And this being the third in the series, tells the story of Gerard Butler's character Bannon, who during his stint of guarding the president of course is attacked, and this time he's framed for the event, so he has to prove his innocence and at the same time save the president of the United States. So the third in this series, Angel Has Fallen. Is it better than the other two? Is it the same? Let's get into it. First of all, I don't know about anybody else out there, but I really like these films. These films, Olympus Has Fallen, I thought was just silly fun. And while it did come out the same year as White House Down, the Channing Tatum, Jamie Foxx version of basically the same story, Olympus Has Fallen took itself a little more seriously than that film did. And for me, if I have to put them up against each other, I enjoyed White House Down just a tad bit more, and I think it's because it didn't take itself that seriously. And then we got London Has Fallen, which for me was a surprise because I had no idea that Olympus Had Fallen had done so well that it could get a sequel. But I have to say, I went into London Has Fallen and I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. I had a blast with that movie. It was such a 90s action flick, just packed with explosions and guns, and everything about it is just switch off your brain and enjoy an action movie. And it amped up everything we saw in Olympus by 5 at least. And I came out of that really loving that movie. I mean, surprised at how much of a fun action film that was. So of course I went to see Angel Has Fallen. And what can I say other than, I think as it goes, I would equate Angel and London as being the top 2 of this so far. I had a blast with this. So let's just get into it. First of all, like I said, Gerard Butler is back, Morgan Freeman is back. There are a couple recognizable faces, but most of the people here are new. And what sells these films are the action sequences. And they don't waste any time. This movie basically gets going probably at the maybe 10-minute marker. The action hits, and it's such a, I don't know, I don't think I've seen anything like that before. And it's in the trailer, of course, the whole drone attack thing, and it's so well done. I'm guessing, of course, a lot of it is CG, but the explosions look really good, and you could feel the impact of them in the scenes. And I was blown away by how awesome that entire sequence is, and it just keeps that energy all the way through. All the action sequences in this movie tend to keep that same level of bam bam bam. It keeps you engaged, it keeps your eyes on the screen just to see how much more over the top it can get. And while of course I don't think anything of this magnitude, God forbid, could ever happen in real life, it's just amazing to see how well they pull these off. Gerard Butler, his character of course being a bit older, they do play into that, and we have of course so many movies out there with these older action hero types out there, but they're believable. Certain people pull this off really well, and I think Gerard Butler does a fantastic job of continuing, keeping us liking Bannon, keeping us wanting to see him succeed. And Morgan Freeman, of course, I mean, who wouldn't believe Morgan Freeman could be the president of the United States? The man is just regal. That is the best word I could use to describe him. So all in all, if you go into this for the action, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Like I said, I could not take my eyes off the screen. It was just really well executed, really well shot. Of course you can see CG here and there if you're really looking closely, but I just kind of laid back, ate my popcorn, and just had a wonderful time with this. But of course it's not a perfect film, and if you want to get into the nitty-gritty of it, it's quite predictable. The villains, it's like watching an episode of Law and Order SVU. You're gonna know who the bad guys are from scene 1, act 1 kind of thing. I mean, without really giving anything away, because the trailer does give a lot away. You don't put Danny Houston in a movie and we wouldn't know who he's gonna be. there are other people who pop up and you just know that guy's gonna betray somebody or that guy's gonna do something bad, you know. So there's that predictable nature of these things. And I guess you don't go into an action movie expecting anything that will surprise you. But I will say this, I think Danny Houston made for a formidable villain because he's basically the Scar to Gerard Butler's Mufasa. They came up together, they have the same type of training, so it was kind of cool to watch him go up against somebody who thinks like him but is doing things for his own selfish reason. And I think Dan Houston always makes a really good villain. Another person who I think is standout in this, and he actually steals the scenes he's in, is Nick Nolte. He's in this, of course, as Bannon's dad. Again, I'm not giving anything away, guys. All of this is in the trailer. And his scenes, he's really funny, you know. There was a lot of humor to the moments he popped up in, but there was also a lot of heart. If you've seen him in Warrior, you know Nick Nolte can pull off drama. And he has like one dramatic moment, and I think I actually choked up a little bit, and that's not me, you know, but the man is just so damn good. He ends up, you know, putting all the feels into this movie that really shouldn't have these kind of moments. And he sells it, he nails it, you know, and he elevates the film. So overall, guys, like I said, I had a blast with this movie. There's not much else to say about it other than as an action film, you're going into this. I think if you liked Olympus Has Fallen and you enjoyed London Has Fallen as much as I did, Angel Has Fallen is not going to disappoint you. It has feelings of The Fugitive in there, but everything is just amped up the way London Has Fallen was. And there's some solid acting by Nick Nolte, Danny Houston, and Gerard Butler as well. So I'm going to give Angel Has Fallen a strong 6.5. I would even go as far as to say 7 out of 10 because I really like this movie, and I think I gave London Has Fallen a 7 as well. So I'm equating those two together. And do I recommend seeing this? Absolutely. Go have a blast, eat some popcorn, drink a giant soda, and have a wonderful time at the movies with this film. And that's going to be it for this, guys. Not much to say about these. There's not much to unpack, so short and sweet. If you like this video, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It's really appreciated. You guys want to subscribe to my channel? You can click on my face right over there. And for past movies, you can check those out right over there. And that's going to be it, guys. So until next time, bye-bye.